One of my favorite things to do on YouTube is watch Magnus Carlsen play chess. There's just something so deeply gratifying about watching somebody do something that they're really, really good at. And it's especially gratifying to have them communicate what they're thinking in clear and precise language. And in the case of Magnus, we have the additional bonus of someone who is naturally charming and witty. I don't say this lightly. He is the Michael Jordan of chess. Okay, so for fun, I wanted to look at one of his games because this one is just particularly enjoyable for me.
Chinese guy, Xu Yi. Yeah, I know him. He's a decent player. Let's go for the old Scandinavian. And the line that I sort of invented a few years ago and christened the nonsense Scandinavian. It's a really bad line.
Okay, so he says he invented this line. It's a variation of a standard set of opening moves called the Scandinavian, and he called it the nonsense Scandinavian, and he says it's really bad, and he says don't try this at home.
It's a really bad line. I mean, this is very far into the don't try this at home category.
So this should immediately confirm that this guy has a sense of humor.
25, and there are ways to improve along the way. And some of those... That's interesting. Sorry, I was gonna...
He's not sleeping.
No, he's obviously not sleeping, but...
Well...
And he's really good at chess.
It looked like a unicorn flying through space. Whether that's a troll or a serious comment or anything, I'm super happy to hear it. And obviously he goes for knight f3, which is, you know, I think almost winning for white. Like, I have an extra pawn, but that's the only positive thing you can say about my position.
Having watched Magnus for a long time, I noticed that he's so good at this game, he chooses to make it difficult for himself. We all do it whenever we're good at something, because humans naturally get pleasure from overcoming difficult things.
Probably have to go back with the queen and then start developing with g6. This is really, you know, not ideal. But as long as there's no obvious knockout, then I could continue to fight. And the good thing about starting out with a really bad position is that it can only get better or worse. You know. Knight e5, probably bishop c4 next. Have to go e6. If d5, I'm going to go c6, try and survive. Okay, now I go c6 as well, and at least there's no immediate breakthrough. My position sucks balls, but you know, I have an extra pawn and pretty horrible but solid position.
This is the first time he notices that he's made an improvement. He started to climb out of the hole he put himself in.
My hoodie is from Puma as well. I think it's the Lamella Ball collection or something.
Now, he does this all the time. He's so relaxed that he can have a conversation about random topics while playing against grandmasters, who are probably focusing deeply on the other end.
Okay, knight b6. I'm hoping that d5 doesn't just crash through. Probably does, but yeah, that's life. d5, you know, I'm probably gonna d5, probably gonna try and take knight c4, queen c5. Hope to survive there. Then queen f4. May not be as lost as it looks. Okay, what if I take? Takes. Let's say takes. Takes. Is that a disaster?
Alright, this is the main reason I'm making this video. I wanted to notice his pre-visualizing skills. His ability to look 3, 4 or 5 moves into the future. This is an ability that's number 1 on Ben Franklin's list of skills we may learn from playing chess. Foresight. So this is what he visualized. And I wanted to see it for myself, to experience a little bit of what it's like inside Magnus Carlsen's mind. So I have to move the pieces. And there, that's what he saw in his mind without moving the pieces. So in this case, the opponent made a different choice.
Let's try and take. I think d5 may have been overzealous. Also there's bishop b5, bishop d7. So there's bishop d7 takes, knight d5, knight d5, rook d5, castles. And I think that's okay. I think that's something that I can survive.
So now Magnus visualizes another sequence. I mean, look at this. And of course, I can't see it in my head, even with the arrows, so I have to move the pieces. There. This is what he thought. And again, the opponent takes a variation, which by the way might be the reason that he lost. Because like I said earlier, Magnus wants a challenge. He wants his opponent to do good moves, and the moves he imagines his opponent doing are the best moves available, in Magnus's opinion.
He's thinking quite a bit, which is nice. Oh, bishop d7 is a tricky move. Not sure I'm happy to see that. For queen d7, there's some shenanigans. Queen g5 or queen f4. Queen f4 probably. Then queen e7, he takes and so on. I think I should take with the king. Now he's gonna take on d5, I believe. And then, we trade a bit and the position is a draw, but maybe I can trick him.
And this is the final part, where he makes 3 pre-moves. This time he's so confident in knowing what his opponent will do, he pre-moves his pieces 3 times, without even waiting for his opponent. And what's even more unconventional, Magnus is casually giving up the most powerful piece on the board. He's giving up his queen. I had to move the pieces because I wanted to see the moves. I couldn't actually see the sequence because of the pre-moves.
Love it when all the pre-moves happen, huh? Okay, king e6. Queen d7. Don't think there's a forced draw here. Okay, let's go rook. Yeah, let's go rook e8. Maybe that's the safest. King c8, and I'm consolidating. With the true rooks, I cannot lose. Like, the position is a draw, but I cannot lose, and I'm going to be very slightly better. I'll tuck the king in, and then I'll start attacking his queen with my rooks. He's doing well here, exchanging some pawns.
Notice what he's saying. He's doing well here, exchanging some pawns. Magnus actually seems glad that his opponent is doing well, which means Magnus's own chances of winning are reducing.
But, you know, there's still hope. Oh, queen c7. No good. Now I get a passed pawn. Now I just run.
And there was the fatal mistake. And look at how he describes it. No good. He waves his finger, as if to tell his opponent, you let me down. I wanted you to beat me. By the way, his opponent is a highly rated grandmaster. Amazing. Of course, Magnus goes on to win the game and entertain his viewing audience. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video about Magnus Carlsen.
Okay, thank you very much. Capture that. And there we go.